So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team... found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Fights through him.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jordan Love ready on first down here.
And that is incomplete. A little too good there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 22.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Powers through him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd and 2, Love works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox.
And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! David Njoku. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog. Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some... And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ed Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. On 2nd and 7, Love. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. From just shy of midfield, Love. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 61. Matchbox, play.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dan Arnold there to make the grab. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. That time a 6-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Love from the gun. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Taylor. So we've reached half, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 33 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. Love throwing for it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really. Of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Blue draw Corkers. flipper. Get it.
On first down, Robinson fighting his way through contact and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on.
Lawrence will throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now Lawrence on first down. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 27, Love. Open man is Waddle, complete. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 73 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Can't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Back now in Jacksonville. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 62 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? You go with a bigger guy to try and use size. You got to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. But to throw again is Lawrence. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.